Which would you prefer? One who takes your bread in exchange for freedom? Or one who takes away your freedom, but gives you bread? Asks the scholar. A group of them were at it again, debating topics, providing opinions, and exchanging theories as they like to do. This scholar in particular had seen and experienced the starvation that befalls besieged cities and lingers after battle for some time. Partia likes to attend these gatherings from time to time despite not understanding everything they mention. He hopes to learn from their thoughts and see the varied perspectives. It is not often, however, he participates directly instead of only observing, but the question was an important one with potential consequences for the Ishkas, depending on how it was answered. And so the merchant king rises from his chair at the table and indicates he wishes to respond. The scholars quiet down and listen. It is not wrong for the peasant to pick bread over freedom, as he can only survive with one. But I will make it clear that I provide both bread and freedom. Joining the Ishkas is not a choice like the one you described in the slightest. There will be food shortages in all places, no matter how free its people are, so I commend those who say they choose freedom over bread, and forgive those who choose bread over freedom. But it is with freedom that the people not merely survive, but get to truly live their lives. The words are met with agreement and applause. And so continues the chatter of learned men and women. Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another chapter in the adventures of Partia al-It in Bannerlord. The conversation with the philosophers has left Partia with some cause for concern. If the people truly believe that they must choose between food or freedom, they will choose food 100% of the time. This is because the commoner does not know freedom. Whether one lord or another, a commoner's lot is to serve, and Partia al-It knows this. He understands the people are starved, not just for food, but for peace, for calm, for serenity. All he can do is reassure them that peace will come. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bannerlord. Peace. I hear the cries for it. I hear the calls for it. The council insists that we must bring an end to this war. I see many of you mention that it's gone on for too long and we are in desperate need of nobles. And I do not disagree. Let me be clear. I do not disagree whatsoever. In our current state, if we take a quick look at the Ashkasi Sultanate, we can see that we have only 4 clans. The Lake Rats are mercenaries. They count for not more than bodies on the battlefield. Our own clan is fairly numerous, which is, of course, good to see. But Banu Sarmal here has just Audhan. Beyond that, Obroving has just Tovir, and De Malarn has Hekard and Perik. These are not strong clans. Their tier and the number of holdings is irrelevant. They can easily be wiped out, which would be a massive problem for the Ishkas. And I know this. I'm very well aware of this. If we compare ourselves instead with, let's say, the Khuzait, this is a sustainable kingdom. This is a sustainable sultanate, if you will. This is what we need to aspire to. Unfortunately, if we were to go chasing around after Aserai clans right now, I fear that we will be left with the same thing we've been left with before. Nothing but sand. We'll chase them down, we'll speak to them, the dice rolls will be unfortunate, or they'll be within an army, or they'll, X, Y, Z. There's so many things that could happen. Beyond that, there's also so much territory that I still have to chase them in, and they have reason still to form up in armies and to try to oppose me. Peace has to come, yes. If I make peace with them, they won't be forming up armies. Well, they'll be less likely to form up armies, they won't run away from me, etc., etc. We're all familiar with the drill, but peace brings issues as well. Peace brings complacency, for one. Our lords, if we set them free, will start acting differently and behaving differently. Beyond that as well, peace with the Aserai might encourage the Valandians or the Battanians to declare war on us. I don't know. It might even convince the Lake Rats to abandon us because they won't be, gaining money if we're at peace. There's so many issues that come with peace. I know we need it so that we can talk to lords, but the other thing as well on top of that is the lords that we speak to, we might not even be able to afford. There's so many. I understand I'm a little all over the place as I'm describing the issues with peace right now. It's because there's so many things. It's becoming hard for me to keep track of how many things there are. If I was to speak to Ayalas, for example, let's say we catch him. Let's say he's not in an army. Let's say we succeed in all the checks, and I believe Ayalas will be one of the easier ones to convince in terms of dice rolls as well as just in game. But let's say all that works out perfectly. How much will it cost for us to convince him to join us alongside Berahal Castle, right? Half our wealth, let's say, right? We're being conservative. Half of our wealth. That's it. There's no more conversations to be had. Now I cannot speak to, Banu Saran or Banu Hulyan. Well, I mean, I can't speak to them anyway, but you get my point. However, if we strip, let's say, Ayalis of his holding, he might join us without us needing to provide any amount of wealth. We need to strip the Aserai nobles of their holdings. We must ensure that they all either belong to Unkid himself, or rather to Banu Hulyan, which at present holds nothing, or otherwise belongs to us. At that point, and only at that point, I think, would it be worth suing for peace with the Aserai and trying to speak with these nobles, because it would remove one of the variables that stops us from, potentially convincing them. I hope I've explained it clearly what I have in mind. And I hope I've explained clearly why I'm hesitant to push for peace right now. Again, we push for peace. It'll be expensive to convince lords to join us. We might not be able to do it anyway. Next thing you know, the Valandians have declared war on us, the Battanians have declared war on us, the Western Empires declared war on us. We're up there fighting these guys. Then the Aserai declare war on us, and we're back to square one. And Partia al-It is exhausted of this war in the desert, I'm sure. So we must bring it to an end once and for all, like we've said we would countless times before. Jamaya Castle is our target right now. It belongs to Banu Karaz, and if we check really quickly, Banu Karaz and I still get along. We are going to be hurting relations. Iakis belongs to them as well, so we're going to be hurting relations a fair bit. We could go towards Banu Kil's land instead. We don't get along at all already. So it's like, do we damage an existing damaged relationship, or we damage a decent relationship and put it into a tough spot? I say we go for a Jamaya Castle. Let's do it. Let's go for it. We'll try and make quick work of Ukai has been taken prisoner by Tovir. Well done, Tovir. Down over here? Yeah, well done. We'll try and make quick work of what's left of the Aserai. And again, I'm hoping by... See, the thing that could go wrong for us here, much like it did up north with the Valandians, we managed to, as I'm planning on doing down south over here, we managed to, for example, strip Calatilde of her land, right? She did not have any holdings because we took Jakalan, and she wasn't given a new one by Durthert. And then she joined the Khuzait, because she'd become easier to convince, and the Khuzait managed to convince her before I was able to speak to her. So that's one thing that could cause us some trouble down over here. We stripped these guys of their land, and the Khuzait happened to converse with them before I can. There's always that gamble, but it's better than, it's better than, let's go ahead and besiege this castle. It's better than ending this war only to be back here, within a fortnight and having made no progress on either front. That is my real concern, is we make zero progress. Now let's get these battering rams and trebs all going. And again, as always, I do welcome your suggestions and thoughts in the comments. I do read them all, as I've mentioned countless times. I enjoy the idea of y'all being my counselors and giving me suggestions based on your read of the situation. And many times in the past, again, it has completely changed my approach to things. Just as just to clarify, like, I'm not setting aside all the suggestions. I totally hear them, and I totally hear where they're coming from. And for the most part, I agree with them as well. However, in my heart of hearts, deep down in my gut, I know how it's going to play out. There's only one way it can play out, knowing my and Partia al-It's luck, right? Let's go ahead and speed things up. 44 looters. The looters over here have been getting really numerous. The other thing I should also consider is, yes, getting another companion. I feel like I don't want to lose momentum right now. The numbers will help, but... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Valandia has declared war on us. Okay. Okay, Hekard and Tovir are down here right now. Okay. I really want to avoid paying tribute to them. If we take a look at resolve, make peace with the Aserai decision. No, not right now, not right now. The Valandians, what do they have? They're actually weaker than us. At present, the tribute is pretty small. Oh, you know what? That might actually... Before they see some success to the north, and then we have to pay them a significant tribute. Oh, it's really... bothers me to do. Oh man, Dirthert, you really know how to push my buttons, don't you? Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's go ahead and let Odhan go. If we're lucky, he will go ride north to try and defend the holdings he has up there. And he will join Hekard, who also has holdings up there, and Tovir. I mean, I don't know if Tovir is going to join, but together they would be, again, if Odhan fills up his party, together they'll be about 360 or so. Oh, I don't know if that's enough. Okay, let's try it. Let's leave them be, and if, you know, if our holdings get put under siege and the tribute goes up a little bit or something, that's fine. We'll enact our vengeance soon enough. But we're here at Jamaya Castle. Let's stay here at Jamaya Castle. It's a tough call. I'm not sure if that was the right one, but you know what? There's one way to find out. There's only one way to find out. God. We have some exposed land up there as well, as the thing. We have some castles and holdings that'll be easily taken, which we do have to concern ourselves with. One successful battle up north is all we really need to tip things in our favor. Gareth has escaped from captivity. Didn't realize we had him. Tovir, no, you don't need to be down here, buddy. You're the one man who I can trust to form an army and do something with it. This is just another, you know, clear indication of us needing more nobles as well. Again, I want to be clear. I understand the need for it. I understand the urgent need for it, even. Tovir, don't go raiding. I need you up north, buddy. You know, if we had more... well, that worries me. Dorian shouldn't be seeing any action. Where is Dorian right now? Parties members, sorry. Dorian, where you at, buddy? Staying at Ortizia. Oh, maybe it was a tournament. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, if we had more nobles right now, then I wouldn't have to concern myself, because, you know, I'm sure enough nobles together would form up an army and head up north, but... Again, I've belabored that point enough. I think I've explained my reasoning and my theories clearly enough, hopefully. I hope it all works out. Alright, you're almost done here. Move you to reserves. And the reason why, by the way, just to explain, the reason why I'm going after castles first is because, in theory, they will be quicker to take. So if a bigger deal war, you know, draws my attention, then I'll be able to finish off a siege like this and then go and respond to that big deal elsewhere if necessary. Because the garrisons at a castle, well, at these castles at least, have typically been smaller, based on my experience so far, and we'd be able to whittle it down a lot more easily, and the fighting also feels a little bit easier at castles. Also, it's less management in terms of like dealing with food and things like that, which is a bit more ideal, because again, you know, food is brought automatically to castles. You have to rely on villagers and stuff, so it won't distract us, it won't take us away. Tovir has been taken prisoner by the Nugar. Oh my god, by Nugar, sorry. Man. Oh man, Tovir, buddy, that's not what I needed. That's an entire 100-plus party gone. And it was a fairly capable one, too. It wasn't just like weak recruits, if memory serves. That is really not good. If he had just headed towards the border with Valandia, we'd be fine. And if I take a look real quick, actually, people really want peace, don't they? They're on the back foot. They're on their last legs. No, it is not time for peace. Hekard is interested in the war to the north, I assume, which is why he wants peace over here to the south. But let's see. Take a look at diplomacy, Valandia. Honestly, I would be unwise to let this opportunity slip. Paying only 70 tribute a day is not that bad. It's not that bad. These guys are, you're a day and 8 hours away, you're 9 hours away. These guys are nowhere near the northern limits of our sultanate. Fine. You know what? Fine. The Valandians can have peace. That tribute will be paid back with interest, as we all very well know. Yes. Arthur, you absolute dog. It's only 70 a day. It's not that bad. But it's the idea of it that bothers me. It's the idea of it. But at least now we can feel a little reassured that we don't have trouble elsewhere in the lands, and we can stay focused on this war, at least at present. Wow, look at that. Western Empire has declared war on Aserai. Oh man, I'm still so used to identifying as Aserai. Okay, that's good, that's good. That's excellent, in fact. Okay. Oh, I'm so ready for the world to just, you know, screw me at every opportunity. Wow. I tempted fate. I tempted fate. Heckard, join me over here. The lake rats just left us. They just left us. It wasn't cohesion, which I should up now. They've left us. In just a couple more swings, the walls over here will collapse. I don't know how far these guys will be able to get from us. Let me check something actually. Lake rats. Who's in charge? Alec is still in charge. Okay, well, we'll finish the job over here first before we even consider chasing after them. So close. So very close. Here's Nugar. Fair enough. Eckard's headed down now as well. I really should put a hole in both walls. They went up this way. They could really be anywhere. They could literally be anywhere. At least they didn't join the Aserai or something silly like that. It's been mentioned in the comments previously that apparently... Look at that. They're so close. Apparently every so often, like it's like once a month or something, or maybe once every couple months, mercenaries... Either they do a check, which would add some randomness, or they just decide to up and leave whoever they're serving. Keeps them in circulation, which I like as an idea. It's a good way to make sure that one kingdom doesn't hog all the mercenaries. I don't like when it happens to me, though, obviously. One ballista, how much damage can it do? You know, let's get one last swing in. Come on, baby. There we go. Beautiful. Let's assault. Well, first of all, let's check our party over here. It should be a very easy battle for us to win. I can't imagine we'll have too much trouble over here. It should be a quick victory, and then we can move on. Maybe we can chase after these mercenaries that just left us. Maybe we can catch them and just bulk up our numbers. Now, on the bright side, we don't need them anymore. We don't really need them anymore. Because, again, the Aserai are so pitiful right now. This war is basically done. Having more numbers is nice, but not necessary at this point, I think, at least. I can't speak to the composition of my my party and my people's parties. That can always be, you know, troubling a little bit, but I think we're still pretty high tier in terms of our soldiers and whatnot, so we should be fine without them. If I come across them, I don't think I'll chase them, but if I come across them, I'll speak to them, or if I come across some different mercenaries, I'll speak to them instead. But for now, let's go ahead and check our inventory as well, make sure we're properly equipped for this battle. We are not. Go ahead and get that wonderful Executioner's Axe. Where'd you go, buddy? Here you are. Yeah, it's the rusty one I should try and smelt. I keep forgetting that it's called rusty. It should be like Executioner's Axe dash rusty or something, just so they're... depends on how you want to find them. I feel like rusty should be a separate column entirely. Anyway, let's get the Executioner's Axe. Now talk about smelting. Let's talk about melting the opposition. Done here. Lead an assault. Get this over with. Take this castle. Again, damage relations a little bit. We'll still be positive even after this siege is done. That's also part of the reason I didn't want to abandon this siege, is because when you start a siege, you upset the owners of the holding. So, you know, I've already done that once. I don't want to have to do it again. I wonder if this Treb is okay. This one is useless. These two are probably useless as well. Where's the fourth one? Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. No, hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, there we go. Sorry. I mean, I could keep this one. Seems wasteful. Done, done, done. We are deploying where? We ourselves are back over here. Suppose we could go up this way. I think that's what I've typically done. It's what I'm familiar with, so to speak. So let's go ahead and maintain that familiarity. Let's begin the assault. Let's go. Again, shouldn't be too challenging a battle, I think. All these men back over here. You're not eager to fight? Not eager to gain glory? Krebs getting to work. Nice. Our hardened crossbow's getting the first kill in. Beautiful. I love seeing that. Up we go. These guys are all ranged. It'll take some time for everyone to reach up over here. You can see they're up on the walls over there. I would like to shut that nonsense down nice and early. There isn't too many of them. In we go. Beautiful. That's a lot of archers. Get off. There we go. Come on, let's go, let's go. Oh, this isn't good. That's a lot of archers. Alright, let's go up. I feel like we lost someone important. My own horse is blocking my way over here. Come on. Out of my way. Or up, that works too. One shot will be the end of me right now. One shot will be the end of me. Come on. We are taking more losses than I'd like. A lot of militia archers and stuff dropping, which, you know, fair. Definitely added some stakes over here. So low on health. There we go. Looks like we've finally come through. Looks like our men have finally come through. Excellent. Come on. I mean, at least I've drawn some attention up to me, which has probably helped some of our soldiers survive at the very least. Oh my god, look at... I'm a pincushion. I'm a pincushion. Oh, gaining athletics as well. Oh, these guys are running away. Very well. I should maybe be a bit more careful right now. Battering ram has come through. Excellent. Oh, running away. Okay, they're gonna get away from me. You, though. Oh, there we go. Need to be careful here. I don't want to... Do not want to drop. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't think we lost too many men. We definitely took some losses. You know... Oh, I was hoping to see a nice axe throw over there. Our men should be flooding the... Yes, looks like it. See them arriving right now. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nowhere else can we see any fighting. I'm pretty sure we're pouring through both breaches in the walls now. Yep, we've taken the walls over there as well. Yeah, this battle is done. Wow. Definitely bled for this castle. I hope that's not an indication of things to come. Why are you jumping down like that? I don't like that. We've won the battle. How many losses? You know, it's a bit worse than I would have liked. That's a bit worse than I would have liked. Some hired blades, some footmen. Oh, that's a... Some pretty decent soldiers fell this battle. I don't like that. Some militia, like cav. Yikes. A lot of leveling up as well, so I mean, that's promising. Okay, lots of recruits over here falling. Mamluk soldiers, Mamluk axemen. 2 banner knights, are you kidding me? Wow, yikes, okay. Still, not the worst possible results. Not the worst possible results. I almost died. That would have been pretty bad. Things would have been a lot worse if that had happened. 52 prisoners to take. Let's see if they're actually worth taking in just a moment. Let's go ahead and level these guys up first. Good stuff. Man, these looters. The survivability of looters sometimes just blows my mind. Blows my mind. Oh, we're good, we're good. You guys on horseback. Tribesmen over here. And any prisoners want to join us? None. Oh, Dalas is with us. So hard to keep a track. 20 prisoners we can take. 20. Well, let's go ahead and get this. High tier cavalry, high tier infantry, high tier range. Again, we've just taken a castle, so it's not like we're going to be able to talk to a ransom broker or anything like that. I'm not interested in slowing my roll either. Let's go ahead and get these militia veteran archers and the militia veteran spearmen. We can drop them, as garrison somewhere once they're willing to join us. This is pretty good, and I think we'll give this castle over to like Heckard or someone, to somebody. We won't take care of it because, again, if we take it for ourselves, we have to manage the garrison entirely on our own, and that's problematic to say the least. We're already spread thin as it is. Take all the loot. There we go. A slight decrease, but at least it's still positive. Jamaya Castle is taken. Excellent. I say we manage the garrison at least a little bit. We could manage the castle. I could also get Dorian to join me. Use his help when we are out front, building siege equipment and things like that. This is actually not a very well-developed place, is it? This is not a very well-developed place at all. Everything needs building. It's like whoever was in charge of it was being lazy or something. At least the militia is growing and the food is good, so that's promising. It's because the prosperity isn't too high. I think we'll leave things be as is. I could put a little bit of money down. I don't know how much it's going to actually help once we hand this over to somebody else, but for however long it will help, let it help. Go ahead and put down some more money. Yeah, it didn't help. I knew it wouldn't, but always worth taking that chance. It's not like, the extra 5k really is the end of the world for us. But Dorian, you're actually going to be joining us because we're not going to be staying here. For the Lord's Hall, that's not what I needed to do. Thing is, has Dorian already arrived? This is something that I'm always uncertain of, because setting someone as a governor brings them to the place. But don't think... There he is. Take her to the party. Excellent. The only thing that concerns me about him being in the party is that he is pretty weakly equipped, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you know what? Actually, he's not that bad off. He's not that badly off. Now, Dorian, what kind of a warrior are you again? Now that people can die, I have to be a lot more careful about this sort of thing. A lot more careful about this sort of thing. Dorian, you have a focus point available as well. Now, it was brought up that it's a good idea to pick a companion who, if I want high stewardship, to pick a companion who has high medicine or engineering, because they'll have high intelligence, which means they'll be able to increase their stewardship. Totally agreed. Very clever. Unfortunately, stewardship will still typically be pretty low, and to train stewardship, you have to make them quartermaster and stuff like that. I mean, I guess we could. Our own stewardship is high enough. We could do that with Dorian the Scholar, though his tactics is, leaves things to be desired. Could spend a focus point here and start honing him for the life of a leader. Engineer not just our siege weapons, but also our successes on the battlefield. Let's try it. Let's try it. We'll make him quartermaster so he can improve his stewardship. And maybe he'll actually be in charge of another party. This might be a terrible idea. This might be a terrible idea. It might be better to just improve his engineering skill instead and stay focused on that task. There's no point having a party where, there's some point having a party where tactics is low. Okay, let's do this. Let's stick with engineering for now. Right? I'm gonna go ahead and make him my quartermaster and see how quickly he learns over here. Engineering was already near its cap, so I think that was a necessary call. Stewardship, we'll see how quickly he progresses. And as he progresses, he might, gain more levels, and we can, if he does well, we'll spend that next focus point on tactics, so he'll also be a capable, leader. Now, he's improved his riding, fair enough. Here's your maneuver. Well, first of all, let's see. One-handed. Okay, he's no warrior. He's certainly not a warrior. Throwing, okay, we can give him, he's got some thrown weapons if I'm not mistaken, so throwing and one-handed, alright. Okay. We'll put him in, our, ranged contingent or something. Yeah, we'll put him in our ranged contingent. Let's go ahead and give you, Let's see. Quick draw. Increases throwing weapons drawing speed and increases troops throwing weapon drawing speed by 10% as well. Hunter, deal more damage against horses or flexible fighter. Melee mode of throwing weapons you wield now deal 10% more damage. Okay. I like that. Flexible fighter. Down with athletics, we can go ahead and give him well built for extra hit points for himself and the troops in his formation. And then we can also give him form-fitting armor. Typically, I think what I like to do... Yes, form-fitting armor. Okay. Riding, he's okay at. I don't think I'm going to have him on horseback, but let's give him full speed for when he... Or, when and if he is on horseback. And let's go ahead and give him the pikeman, I guess. Sure. Increase your damage with pole arms by 2%. Infantry troops in the formation have their damage increased by 2% as well. Sure, let's do that. Alright. Go ahead and check your... Again, it's like keeping people alive is actually a concern now. So he's got his Valanian Heavy Lance, which is his pole arm. Let's go ahead and give him... Yeah, he's got these axes as well, these throwing axes. I wonder if we can't give him... like the scythe or something, you know? Might not be a terrible idea. A little bit of better damage. I want to make sure he has a pole arm for sure. One-handed pole arm. Decent bit of damage output over here. Sure, let's try this. Let's give you the Volg. Hang on, it's one-handed, right? Oh, it can also be used two-handed. Okay, so let's give him that. Get rid of the lance. Get rid of the horse. Give him some more thrown weapons as well. Maybe some like javelins or something. Where are we? Javelins. Oh, we have... Oh, wait, hold on. Right, shield and range. Fine, we don't have more javelins. I guess we got rid of all of them. So let's give him some more throwing axes. God, stay alive, buddy. Stay alive. His armor is decent. I mean, not just decent, it's pretty good overall. We could see if there's some better armor available. I believe we have not got any better armor available, actually. Wow, alright, wild. Fair enough. We could give him this, though. That at least improves up there. Shoes are also... Yeah, sure, okay, fair enough. Comfortable with that. Now, again, obviously, we want him as the engineer to help with the engineering-related tasks, but between places, we can keep our food variety up, then he would be a good quartermaster. Let me just check again real quick. A little bit of character management here. I hope y'all don't mind. Dorian the Scholar. Gain party morale from food variety. Yeah. Improved settlement prosperity didn't work at all, seemingly. And spend time in your settlements only as a clan leader, which is obviously not the case. So we will swap him to the quartermaster when we have food variety, but we should prioritize food variety. Maybe we go up to Jamaya. These guys both just produce grain, don't they? Olives. Oh, okay, good. So we might be able to do something about that. Cool. Well, then, in that case, before I forget... what's his name? Dorian the Scholar? Oh, I keep forgetting which screen to... right, over here. Dorian the Scholar, you are... Well, I set myself to none. Dorian, set you as the quartermaster. I believe I actually have decent engineering. Not as good as Dorian, obviously, but... wondering which way the swapping makes most sense. Yeah, my engineer... Actually, you know what? My engineering is basically the same as Dorian's. That's kind of funny. I could make myself the engineer. It's a weird thought, but let's see if our idea with making Dorian the quartermaster works. If it doesn't, he can take over as the engineer again. But again, just an experiment, right? Just an experiment. So up to Jamaya to pick up some olives, I think, and then we head on over to Hubyar, I suppose. It really will worsen my relations with Banu Karaz even further. 29. Yeah, that would drop to like near 0. It's not the end of the world. Wish I could see what they had over here, but I also want to see where the lake rats went. If I come across them, I will pick them up. If not, then so be it. Oh, right, I forgot to drop a garrison over here. Militia will grow. Let's do this. Let's give it to somebody else, and then when we come back here, everybody will drop people off, right? Keep people at bay over here, though. Nugar, stay back, buddy. To Jamaya we go. 3 troops have deserted. Oh no. Were we really over our limit? We were. We are still over our limit. Oh, because I'm not quartermaster. Right. Right. Yeah, see, this pop-up only comes up when you leave that screen. Well, I'm glad I checked. Not the end of the world. Ottawa. Let us speak. Let me inspect your troops. Again, we're taking some chances here. Maybe not wise to do so. Maybe not wise to do so, but what is life without risks, as I often say. The militia. Let's go ahead and give her some of these recruits. Take all the recruits, actually. Take the Valenian infantry, mercenary crossbow. Take the veteran archer as well. We're marching together anyway, so you know what difference does it make who commands them directly? Using them in the same battle. Go ahead and take the banner knight. Oh man, I want to keep some of the cool soldiers for myself, but I guess Ottawa, you can have them. Like a child, it's like, oh, I want it for myself. So 256, a little bit of room for any prisoners we want to raise into our ranks. All right, fair enough. Nothing else. I must leave. Keep safe as well. Darling wife. Let's just make sure that we're fine. Yeah, we are fine. Damn. Well, it's okay. At least it was only 3 troops. It wasn't the end of it. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Turn over to Jamaya. Hidden Hand have made a contract to fight alongside the Aserai. Not surprised, but I don't think they'll make peace with the Khuzait. Can't afford peace with the Khuzait. And peace with the Aserai, that would make us a good bit of money. And at that point, we would maybe be able to afford peace with the Khuzait. I mean, we can afford it, but, you know, don't know if it's the right call. Don't know if it's the right call. Wow, these guys have been emptied out. So much for picking up olives over here. Fair enough. And can we, at this point in time, have a vote for Jamaya Castle? No. Fair enough. Down to Ayakis, I suppose we go. We can check Esbet Nahul as well, with regards to some food. We don't need it urgently. So actually, I take that back. Let's go down to Hunab. They might have some food, and Adas looks like was ransomed for over 7,500. Bialis. Following Nukar's party. That suggests to me he is in an army. I could try and chase him. And worst case scenario, we come across this army and finish it off before... There it is. Before it causes us any trouble. Let's go for it. Forming up right now. Western Empire has declared war on Britannia. Oh, that's good, that's good. They'll keep each other occupied while we're busy down south over here. Yep, go for it. Nukar's army Khuzid is coming as well. They're pulling down to Bir safe. You're not going to be safe there, buddy. Do not want to engage where the militia will get involved. Oh, 4.5 versus my 4. Britannia and Khuzait have made peace. That's less good for me. These guys are going to get away from me. These guys are going to get away from me. Khuzid. Can I speak to you? Traveling to Iwalitas. So he's not joining the army, it looks like. No, Suruk's the one in charge. Last seen at Esbet Nahul. Today? Interesting. Try for that. You guys are coming back up this way now. Come on. Speed of 3.9 versus R4. We should be able to catch them. I don't care if they form up with everybody. Because again, that's... I was just about to say, that's 200 less that are going to keep us busy. Up to Jamaya Castle we go. We have to arrive before they are able to attack, because only a handful of militia are active at Jamaya Castle right now. As long as we get back here, they're probably going to abandon. Peace with Khuzait? No. Sorry, Tovir. Not at present. Not without me knowing what I'm actually giving up, you know? Especially that. Jamaya Castle, yes, I want to resolve this. Hekard can get it. Oh, Audhan has extremely high support. Hekard deserves this. Medeni Castle and Jacqueline are his. Audhan has Ukba Castle, Kasira, and Hongard Castle. You know what? Yeah, Heckard deserves this. You can have this. Let's be fair now, Aldhan. Just because you're more powerful doesn't mean you should use that power to gain even more power. That is how the old world worked, maybe, under Unkid. There's Ruma's army. Will we be able to catch them? Probably not. 2.9. I mean, again, we are much faster than them. Let's see. Let's not get too far away because this army is probably going to attack Jamaya Castle. But we are able to, come on, close the gap. 2.9 versus our 3. Ah, we're getting too far away now. I could let someone go and give chase, obviously, but come down over here and head on over to leave some troops behind. No surprise here. Called it. There we go. Look at that. 27, 5, 4, 9. Wonderful. It's not a lot, but it'll at least buy time should another attack happen. Audhan, a day and 12 hours away. Suppose we could allow him to continue doing whatever he's up to. I could let Heckard maybe go ahead of me here. Cancel that. Head in the right direction. Maybe that'll, give him some idea of what I want him to do. Heckard. Off you go on your own. Chase. 2.8 versus my 4. I should be able to catch these guys. Unless he falls behind like that. Wonderful. Well, that wasn't so ideal. Would have been nice to have Heckard's troops, but we'll be fine here. Partia, it's been a while. It has indeed Nugar. In fact, hang on a second. Nugar, right. He belongs to Banu Hulyan. Look at that smile. Wipe it off his face. I took Jamaya Castle, indeed I did. You know we're at war. Surrender or die. I have no wish to fight, raiding my settlements. Again, the militia is going to be joining us as well, which is fine by me. We outnumber them. We, I think, outclass them as well significantly, so Heckard's presence is not the end of the world, or lack of presence is not the end of the world. Let us ensure we are properly equipped and take to the field. Take to the field. Where are we? The Valandian heavy lance, of the Valandian lance. Come on, there we go. Beautiful. Done. Let's make quick work of them over here. I wish I'd managed my party a little bit so that the lower tier units would have had more of the action today. Just train them up a little bit, Now, unfortunately, we find ourselves fighting yet another settlement battle. Should have gone ranged for this battle, honestly. They're gonna do, yes, they're gonna do what they did last time. Post up over there, fair enough. Go ahead and position ourselves for success over here. Infantry, all the way up to here. Go. Archers right behind them. Go. Loose formation. Cavalry over there. Horse archers over there. Here they come. Excellent. We have a little bit of cavalry, a little bit up there as well. Yeah, we'll be able to fire up on high, and they've got 13 archers. We've got the range superiority for sure. No problem there. One thing I just realized I forgot to do is give Dorian an appropriate formation, so I need to remember to do that after this battle is done. If he makes it. I suspect he will. How bad can my luck be, really? Oh, that bad. Okay, I haven't been dropped yet. Men have arrived. Archers soon as well. I think someone just shot me. There we go. I don't often stab riders to death, like poke at them. Usually it's the lance, the couched lance, or the swinging glaive, but I'll take what I can get. Still doing alright, still doing alright. Man is pulling back. Archers are letting him go. I saw a shot come through. Ah. Tight quarters. Very tight quarters. Alright, everyone's arrived over here. Let's go ahead and push up, I think, a little bit. Go, let's go, let's go. Good, everyone's coming up. Yeah, there we go. Ranged are now firing away as well. Looks like all ranks are firing, which is excellent. The numbers are certainly looking good. Top right corner, I'm in the colors. Yeah, looks like everyone's firing. Good. His loose formation, again, does the trick. Horse archers are firing as well, all ranks. Could nudge them a little bit further up so they have their accuracy. And it looks like the front line is pushing towards us. Indeed it is. Okay, men, get ready. I want to countercharge over here. Advance. Go. A little bit of training opportunities over here. Come on. Drop that man. Range units back there, I might want to shut them down. Ooh, and who is that? Someone I'm going to miss. I should probably focus on those archers though. There we go. Oh, no. I'm so much more glad that I focus on Kareth. Wonderful. Wonderful. Finally, I've righted wrongs from a previous battle. Wonderful. Alright, the battle here is done though. Wonderfully done, men. Yeah, I'm finally comfortable with these. Aeolus has died. Oh my god. I was just about to say I'm finally comfortable with these battles a little bit more now that I'm, you know, being a bit more aggressive. I usually always play them like defensively, but I guess aggression is key. Wow, okay, hold on. So, leveled up. Good. Aeolus. My friend. We've been chasing him for so long. Kareth, of course, survives. Kareth survives. Aeolus had to die. Fate can be so cruel. So cruel. Nugar at my mercy. Kareth was taken prisoner by Najin. Why? I dropped him. I should get him. Nugar of Banu Hulyan. You're my prisoner. Wait. Yes, of Banu Hulyan. You're my prisoner. There's no point trying to improve relations with these guys. 43 prisoners we can take on. I might want to consider that. Call you up. There we go. Get you all upgraded. I mean, you know, all things considered, that was actually a solid battle as far as leveling people up is concerned. Pretty solid fight. I should once again start focusing on my infantry numbers, I think. I've started spreading the level a little bit again, archers and cavalry, because I think infantry was looking pretty good at the end of last session. But now I think it might be tipping the other way again. We can't take too many prisoners on. A couple of decent quality archers, though. Some Aserai youth, never a bad idea, and some Mamluk regulars. And we will go ahead and drop off these militia spearmen. Pair of them. Cool. Done here. You can all run free. Pick up all the loot, of course. Yeah, this is party. Wow, that's wild. Dropping like flies. They had just joined me. Purchase some products over here, potentially. Grain, butter, cheese, not a lot of pretty much anything. Grain, how much grain do we have right now? 333. I would like to get other stuff. Again, food variety is not a bad idea. Over to Kasira, maybe? This is really, I mean, again, it's an experiment. It might not be a good idea to do experiments at this stage of a war, but here we are. A lot of escapes, unfortunately. Barter offer accepted. Unkid was bartered for 20k. Alright, that's not terrible. Probably could have gotten a better number, but that's not terrible. Go ahead and trade. Pick up some stuff over here. Surely they have a variety of food. Yes, they have a bunch of fish. They have grain. We already have grain. Let's go ahead and pick up some olives. Let's pick up some grapes. A little bit of everything. Again, it's about variety, not about quantity here. We have 50 days of food. Plus 3 food variety morale, so that means we have enough variety to help with stewardship. And let's keep an eye on our good friend Dorian, right? Stewardship of 1, that should be easy to remember. Though one thing that I forgot before is that Dorian, all the way down over here, should be, yes, he's with our infantry. That is not good. He should be with our range. Keep you with our range, buddy. Thank you. Done here. And now we can head on over to, I mean, I suppose Aeolus is not a bad idea. Banu Karaz. Like, we don't get along as perfectly as we did before. I've already left a gap behind with Berahal Castle. Do I want to leave another one, a whole city? Again, either way, it's a city. Let's check the garrison at Aeacus. Check the garrison at Aeacus. And Hekard is nearby as well. If we want to pick him up, we can do that. Want a tournament? Every time it's Wait. Oh, that's the Battanians. I was like, we don't have peace with the Khuzait. That's not the Khuzait flag. Ruma has been taken prisoner by Wahan of the Javal. Mara has been taken prisoner by Wahan of the... Oh, they must be fighting for the Battanians. Someone declared war on the Aserai, didn't they? Ooh, Ustalav of the Lake Rats. He's not the important one. Alec is the one we need to speak to. Last seen at Sanala. Well, it's a little too far away for us to divert our attention right now, but good to know that they're still in the region. They might be coming down this way. Iacus, what is your garrison? 304. That's wild. Dorian the Scholar gained 24 skill points in Steward and is now 25. Are you kidding me? Is it just because our morale is at 100? Hang on a second. Dorian, that is amazing. Make him tax collector. 10% more tax from villages. I wasn't expecting it to work at that rate. Now I kind of wish I had spent his focus on stewardship. Yikes. Okay, well that's good. That's promising. However, at present, we're going to go ahead up to Iacus. Put it under siege. We're not going to need any reinforcements or anything. Just 304 defenders. That is wild. Unfortunately, some food just arrived, I think. They have a lot of food. We're not going to starve them, but our artillery action should get some work done. And I really ought to go around and pick up some recruits for all the people in my army here. I'm going to get Hecart to join me after all, actually. I realize that it's probably a good idea in case reinforcements from the enemy arrive. 2 caravans in here right now. They are... Part of me wonders if I want to let them leave. They don't help defend or anything like that. We roleplay around these parts. They can leave. My quarrel is not with them. Their business shouldn't suffer because of this war. Eventually I'll be at war with the Battanians, but not at present. These guys leave as well. Come on now. There we go. Like I said, we roleplay around these parts. Caravans shouldn't suffer. I mean, they're suffering enough as it is when there is war, right? It closes doors, they're able to go to less places and things like that. Suffer enough as it is. Down here, over to Iacus. Put you under siege. And as we... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and besiege the town. The camp needs to be built first. Once the camp is done, we will make Dorian the engineer. Because at that point, it'll make a difference. Fight against the conspiracy. Mara of the Aserai has escaped from captivity. Okay, tournament winnings, things like that. Nothing too wild over here. Heckard's going to join us. This will not be an issue. This will not be an issue. I was hoping to see another huge leap in... Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's insane. Another 9 skill points in Steward. Now, I don't know how much of a difference that'll actually make to a party that he can raise, but still, it's pretty good. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at our... You know what? I should also take a look at... who else is with us right now who I could maybe put in this kind of position? I mean, Ottawa's stewardship is already amazing. Alkyria, I don't think I'll ever... She's my surgeon. She's my almost literal lifeblood. Fridina, incapable in this concept. Okay, well, it's something to think about. I didn't realize it would work so efficiently. I'm glad I checked. But over to parties, I'm going to make... You know what, actually? He can stay the quartermaster. Like I said earlier, my engineering is just about as good as his. Just about. So why not keep him as the quartermaster so we can both improve rather than just do what we're already good at. This is a good opportunity for that kind of behavior, considering our supremacy. Hopefully, rather than going to attack the castle up there, look at that, any enemy armies will come towards us instead. It'd be weird having Dorian in charge of an army after all this time being a governor. Sudok has been ransomed for 5,000. Fair enough. Yeah, when Iyalis died, I thought for some reason I had Iyalis and Sudok mixed up, because their names are so similar. But no, for some reason I thought Sudok died, and I was like, man, even with it hurts when they die. These were my friends once. Not like Valdim, of course, but friends nonetheless. Friends nonetheless. There's another one done. Yeah, this won't be a very difficult fight at all. We have more prisoners, I think, willing to join us too. Come on now, there we go. And one last trebuchet. I'm not sure how strong the walls are or anything either. Hopefully they'll fall pretty quickly. And you can see Thalas over here is focused on us, which is promising. Oh, no he's not. That's not promising. Povir has escaped from captivity finally. Alright, let's keep an eye on where he ends up. We'll have to make him a governor of something, maybe at Iacus itself, and then we can... Oh no, wait, Tovir isn't our clan, right? We don't have full authority over him. Right. We'll just have to keep an eye out for when he's recruited enough soldiers. He'll get on it pretty much right away, almost certainly, so just keep an eye out. Gotta keep an eye out. Alright, let's get to work over here, boys. Come on. Come on now. There we go, there we go. 300 defenders. Dorian continues to improve his stewardship. I really ought to do this with more people. He's maxed out. Look at that. Look at the skill point gain as well. That's amazing. Okay, agriculture or prominence. Well, he's not the clan leader, so agriculture it is. Plus 30% more production from farms. Man, okay, what can we... How can we... We should get him, like, smithing or something. Get those extra skill points. Level him up. And have him focus on stewardship a little bit, perhaps. Or like I was saying, tactics. Plus 13 more soldiers in a party is no joke. I mean, that can be... If everybody has 13 more soldiers in an army of, 10 parties, right? Like, maths. It all adds up. Wolfskins have made a contract to fight alongside the Aserai. Not the end of the world for us. We're okay. We're okay. Good stuff. And these ballistae get built pretty quickly, eh? This is proving to be a bit more of a challenge. Okai of the Aserai has been taken prisoner by Audhan. Wonderfully done, Audhan. Love to see it. Love to see it. 160 defenders. Can't even see what's going on up there. Rancid Polemark. What a name. What a name. I mean, Rancid is obviously not the name. Okay, good stuff. I mean, again, Dorian will still continue to gain skill points, even though he's reached his learning limit. He should still be gaining stuff. Jamaya Castle has been given to Oh, that's not good. Calatilde has gotten some territory. Means they'll be less likely to... Again, it's the same conversation we're having at the beginning of this session. Really unfortunate. I also want to take a look at making my own, sisters and whatnot. Governors and party members. That thought is on my mind. Fear not. I just wonder if I want to do it with this war against the Aserai, or later. When we can organize and properly hone their skills, right? That's the thing, they're young. They're moldable, if you will. Oh, damn, that is not good. What? Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to say no to this suggestion because, I don't know how much it'll cost me. I need to know that. If this army of 700 attacks me, I might be able to take them on. I'm not willing to spend 3,500 a day, nearly. That would be a huge, huge expense. Oh, that's not good. 735. What is in this army? I can't even see. Can we break these walls before they attack us? Oh, they're coming for us. Oh, they are coming for us. It seems the Khuzait have decided to take this war seriously now. I suppose I've come close enough to them to cause them some concern. Oh, that's far from ideal. One more swing might break one of these wall segments. Certainly not both. And then the ballista will be up as well. We have some people who might be willing to join us. These are the kinds of circumstances that lead to death. Well, actually, one thing I wanted to check. We have 23 cavalry, 129 infantry. Oh, no, you know what? We're going to stick with getting more cav and ranged still. More cav and ranged for now still. Prepare the troops for what's to come. You guys up? Good stuff, good stuff. Some prisoners willing to join us. I will even take the militia. I will take whatever I can get my hands on. 516 versus 735. This will be a struggle. But a struggle for next time. Folks, Bannerlord seems to have a inclination to perfect timing. But this is where we're going to call it a session. I hope you all enjoyed this one. Again, I just want to address the request for peace. Totally hear where it's coming from. Totally understand the want for it, the need for it, and the need to go and get more nobles. But we need to make sure we can actually, you know, convince them when the time comes to join us. We need to make sure that we are making progress one way or another before wars come in from multiple directions and, and we fall apart. This is an interesting situation, though. Next session is going to kick off with some tremendous violence and hopefully survival. If you've been enjoying the series, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. Oh, we'll see how much longer we keep doing this for. And as always, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, I bid you farewell.